This is the Samsung Galaxy A14, the first budget smartphone released by Samsung that doesn't come with a charger in the box. Yeah, you heard me right. There is no charger in the box. But that really isn't the only thing you need to know about this phone. Actually, when I first received the box of this phone and saw how slim it was, it looked really familiar. And that's because I buy lots of brand new iPhones. And trust me, immediately I knew that there was no charger in the box. For me, I think it is a bad business move by Samsung, and I have at least two reasons why I made that conclusion. The first is that this smartphone is a budget phone. And what that means is that people who buy this phone are actually working on a financial budget. So that extra cash that they will need to buy a charger for this phone is a big deal for them. And trust me, I sell phones, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. And the second reason why I feel it wasn't a smart move by Samsung is because their other competitors still ship their smartphones with the charger in the box. So tell me what you think about Samsung not including chargers in their budget phones. With that being said, let's talk about the design of this phone. And this, for me, I feel is where Samsung really did very well. The Samsung Galaxy A14 comes in three colors. I have the light green, we also have the black and also the red. But for me, the light green seems to be the most beautiful among these three colors. The matte finishing of this phone is also something I admire a whole lot. It makes it easier for me to make videos of this phone because I don't have to bother myself with my fingerprints showing at the back of this phone. And then also, the almost flat frame of the Samsung Galaxy A14 helps when it comes to having a firm grip on the phone. So seriously, you don't have anything to fear if you're holding the phone of it slipping or falling down. At the down part of the phone, you're going to see a headphone jack, even though the headphones doesn't come in the box. You're also going to see the Type-C charger and, of course, a single speaker. At the right side of the phone, you're going to see the lock button that also serves as the fingerprint sensor. And right on top of it, you're going to see the volume up and down button. While on the left side, we have the SIM card tray that if you remove it, you will see it houses two 4G SIM cards. And I had to mention 4G because I don't know why here in Africa, and Nigeria to be specific, we don't have the 5G variant of the phone. Now, let's talk display. It's a 6.6 inches LCD screen with a refresh rate of 60 or 90 Hz depending on the region you bought it from, and a resolution of 1080p. Now, if you look closely at the screen, you're going to notice a whole lot of bezels. I feel that in 2023, we shouldn't be having a smartphone that has so much bezels. In terms of screen, in terms of display, I will still give it to the Samsung Galaxy A14. It's okay. It's a huge bump as compared to what we had last year with the A13 that have a resolution of 720. Now, let's talk performance and chipset. Here it gets a little confusing really because depending on the region you are will determine the chipset that you're getting. We have some that have the MediaTek Dimensity 700, we have the Exynos 3830 and the Exynos 850. The Exynos 850 is very common here in Nigeria, but I was fortunate enough to get the Exynos 3830. But the summary of it, or actually when it comes to chipset and performance, is that the Samsung Galaxy A14 is actually optimized for basic usage that you just do to get you through the whole of your day, and that really will be aided with the 5000 mAh battery that it comes with. Really, for the battery, there is nothing to say much about it because Samsung is known actually for giving their mid-range phones large batteries. So now let's talk cameras. If you go to the back of the Samsung Galaxy A14, you're going to see that it has a triple camera setup system. We have a 50 megapixel main camera, we have a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Now, when it comes to taking pictures with this phone, if there's anything I have discovered is that the skin tone remains the same because as you can see in all of these pictures you're seeing right now, taken by the Samsung Galaxy A14, you will see that it's actually good for a mid-range phone. And also, this is me testing out the back camera of the Samsung Galaxy A14. Like I said, it's a 50 megapixel camera and we are shooting at 1080p 30 frames per second. Now the fact is whether you're using the front or the back camera of this phone, that is the highest resolution you can shoot. And also this is me checking out the front facing camera of the Samsung Galaxy A14. Let me know what you think about the quality, the audio and everything in the comment section below. Now let's talk memory. We have the 4GB RAM, 64GB storage space and the 8GB RAM 128GB storage space. Now I would advise you to get the 8GB RAM 128GB, and the reason is this. I have the 4GB 64 gig with me here. And trust me, the One UI Core 5 and the Android 13 operating system has already filled up about 20 gig of this phone. So that means I'm only left to work with 45 gig or thereabout. So the conclusion really of this video is simple. In terms of design, I give it to Samsung in this phone. But then, like we said, it's a mid-range phone. It's going for about 116,900 naira. So let me know in the comment section if you think that Samsung did very well when you compare what this phone has to offer and the price range it's being sold at. And please do consider subscribing because I'm still going to do a more detailed camera test and of course the processor. So stick around with me and I'll see you in the next one.